and I'm blind. I should have been wearing my glasses. So that's why I'm rocking the glasses now. I know it's a little bit weird because I probably look different. This is the same guy. Hey, Sketch Gamer here with my second episode of whatever you want to call this. If you happen to check out the first episode, it was just me pulling out a random game based on a quote from the Book of Wisdom. And I play the game, I review it, I see what it's worth on eBay, and I give it a ranking based on what I'm seeing online. Do some fun facts, whatever. It's all casual. We're gonna pick a quote, and we're gonna pick a game, and today's console is gonna be a Nintendo 64. Just logistically speaking, it makes sense. We're gonna go with the N64, which is honestly one of my favorites. Okay, here's the quote. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. And that's a Japanese proverb.
It actually is.
Yeah, so the camera person, who we have not yet to identify as, is Japanese. We have Japanese on set. Where did you hear this?
Japanese on set?
We have a Japanese person on set. We have a Japanese person on set.
Like if I do poorly on a test, she would say that.
Like basically part of the culture. It's probably like the equivalent of something, I don't know, early bird catches the worm. A buck of beer. Yeah, a buck of beer. It's a buck of beer. And over there they're saying, yeah, just stand up 7 times, you're going to be all right. In Japan, they don't give up. Okay, so based on that, I don't know, the first game, and I know it's probably the most popular game and typical choice, but I thought of Mario 64. Because how many times do you keep jumping up and down and flipping, and you stand up 7 times, you get up 8, like you can't go nowhere, you're trying to get a star. 7 months later, you get to Bowser. That's Mario N64. So fall 7 times, stand up 8. More like stand up 1,008. And I'm a casual collector.
What's a casual collector?
I'm a casual collector. Well, that basically means that I'm not picky about having complete instruction booklet, game, whatever, box. I just get what I can from secondhand stores, pawn shops, Kijiji, whatever. The theme, I don't know. That's a good question. It used to be PS3. It still is. But I've ventured off into N64 over here, which is what inspired this choice today. I love N64. I grew up with this. This was my best friend, literally in elementary school. The worst thing about N64, look, PS3, you got titles here. This is really easy to navigate. Now, unless you got like some sort of wicked vision or something and you can see through plastic carts, you don't know which game's which. You can try to see, in this case, I know Mario Tennis, obviously, whoever owned this game was a heavy smoker.
That's how you know it?
Yeah, look, it's yellow, man. So, if I'm looking for Mario Tennis, boom, there it is, right?
But when you were a kid, how would you organize it then?
Oh, I didn't have this many games, that's why I bought them.
How many did you have as a kid?
On total, like at the peak of my collection, maybe 4 games. I always traded them in to get other ones. I used to have Killer Instinct Gold, Cruisin' USA, WCW Revenge, NWO Revenge. Yeah, some good stuff. So here it is, Mario 64. And this is a Japanese cart, by the way. A lot of these cartridges I have for N64 are Japanese. I went to Tokyo, did some secondhand shopping. I picked this up for, if you can see here, 324 yen.
Do you leave the price on purpose?
You know what? I've used to be a person who would peel it off, but if you're not careful, you're gonna ruin the sticker. So it kind of, I've heard one guy say this, is that if you have the sticker on there, it's legit, that it's a legit cart. Like it was clearly sold in an establishment somewhere. So
you could buy price gun anyway.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't know. Again, that's probably like $5 Canadian. Let's just get into it. Let's actually pull up some fun facts. I have tons of stories for Mario 64. Mario 64. I already know. I think this was 1996.
What? 96?
It was released in 1996.
You think that?
Yeah, here it is. June 1996.
When did you get it?
Oh, I never owned this game when I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a friend who owned it, and once in a while when he was feeling generous, he would lend it to me for the weekend. And I played the hell out of it because that was the only chance I was going to get. Didn't have a lot of money growing up, so you had to improvise, and it worked. I got a lot of, so now here I am, and I own it, right? So let's go to fun facts because that's what this is all about. We want to show off some really fun stuff that you might not even know. The idea for a 3D Mario game began on an earlier console. Here they're naming the SNES and the Super FX chip, which was actually used for Star Fox. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how they would have pulled that off. The original game had as many as 40 levels. 40 levels. Apparently there's a Goomba that doesn't die that has a satanic ritual.
Yeah.
Mario 64 was... My first memory of the game was I was at Toys R Us. I was a kid. I ventured away from my mom because they had a console set up with the TV. And there was a small lineup of kids, and I waited there very patiently. Like, I was just so eager to play this game. It looked amazing. And then I was next in line, and this big chubby kid behind me butts in front of me, and he's like, I'm playing. And I'm like, no, I was your first, right? And he just pushes me, right? And I like fall down.
Aww.
Yeah, and I like got up, and I was so like stunned. I was like, what the hell? I started crying, and I just ran out. Yeah. I was, I don't know, 10, 9, 10.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but I didn't give up, man. I still love the game. And the first time I played it was awesome. So, no regrets there. It was, hey, this game built a character for me. It's conquering bullies. Okay? Alright. So, basically, I have a North American console. In order to play Japanese carts, you have one of two options. You can buy an adapter that you can put inside there, and then, or you can remove a certain the plastic covered piece. There's some videos online for that where you can see how to do that. But that's what I did. So I'm gonna load this in here. Something else I picked up in Japan. I believe they always have these weird names for these controllers, like ruby red and titanium green and whatever. This was like 300 yen, so with tax like 324 yen, same as Mario 64.
Which is how much in dollars?
Together, these two items were less than $10 Canadian. It was like maybe $9 Canadian tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's change this up. One thing you gotta remember is that before this was Super Nintendo. That was it, and Sega Genesis. See, we've never seen this before. I mean, unless you had a PlayStation, but I didn't. Look, I'm grabbing, I don't even know what I think I just spun him around. Look at this. Stretch his face. Really cutting edge stuff. This is ahead of its time. So clearly I'm a fan of the game. I'm not gonna lie, the file there that has 89 stars is from a Japanese person that played this game, I'm assuming, because they traded it into the secondhand store. I just want to say, great job, 89 stars. That's a well done game. Here I am, I'm at 64. Let's go to the 64 star file. Oh, I'm missing my hat. That's weird. This was like mind-blowing. It really was. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Like the fact that you could do backflips. A double backflip, are you kidding me? Prior to this, stuff just pretty much went left and right. There was none of this 3D, right? No, look, you can open doors. You can go into another room. You can leap over a fence while doing a side flip. I mean, this is stuff that you couldn't do in any other game. And it was Mario on top of all that. Like, this could have been any character and this game would have been awesome. But it was Mario. I don't know, I'm just picking a random level. I don't get too into this. I'm a casual game reviewer. I don't get too deep. Obviously, I've played every level. I love this game. I've gotten everything. Let's just see how rusty I am.
Are you gonna try to go quick?
Yeah, I like to... Oh, see? That's what happens when you play it like an idiot. Yeah, there's some people that are really good at this game, and I watch them on YouTube, and I think I'm like them, but I'm not. And then this is what you get. So you gotta do a little, like, just flip just for style points here. Okay, just wanted to see what that rock was all about. There we go. Okay, just wanted to say hello. Oh, a little back flip, a little front flip. Woo! I had to go silent there. Okay. I want to leap to this, but I know the risk is high and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait like a normal person. Okay. Oh.
So you don't read any of that, obviously.
Yeah, clearly this is the only problem with Japanese titles. But if you really need to know what this guy is saying, then, you know, go buy the North American card. It's funny, I bought this, one of my N64 games is Ogre Battle, which is like an RPG. And we can't get past 10 minutes on that game, even with a translator. So there it is. Got a star. Had fun with it. I really believe games are a currency.
Do you say that?
No, I swear. It's a currency. And there's charts online that show you the value of this stuff. It's real. You know, everyone thinks I'm obviously crazy. So let's go to google.com, because nobody lies, right? Google doesn't lie. eBay, because that's live. That's happening right now. Mario 64, Japan. I went to Mario Kart. You know what? It's funny. I was playing that the other day. That was probably a subconscious or some sort of weird inner thing. I'm trying to beat it. It's really frustrating. Mario 64. Here we go. I'm still getting hits from Mario Kart. Why is it so difficult to find this? Is that a good thing? Is it because there's just not enough of them on the market? This one was not a good purchase. Wait, I might have found one. This is a Japanese version. Rumble Pack. It's a different version than what I have. They had two versions. You can see the label here is different. This is an older version. The newer version had Rumble Pack support. So if you had a Rumble Pack in here, well, I guess when you hit the wall, the whole controller would shake. That one's going for about $23 US, and I paid again like $4 or $5 Canadian. That's the only one I can find. I'm telling you, these games are going up.
What is it?
It's like Trump. They're going up! In a later video, I'm going to show a chart on all this and how it's going up. Oh, the game. Oh my god, how could I forget? To me, it's a 10, honestly. And I don't give out 10s ever. I don't give out 10s ever. People who know me, John's a tough critic. Sketch Gamer's a tough critic. Watch out, buddy. Don't let him evaluate your stuff, because he's tough. This is a 10.
Wow.
And it's the best Mario game ever made. And people are still playing this today. Like, people that are in their teens are playing this. It's not even their generation. They love this game. This guy just climbed up a huge mountain doing backflips, so of course he's taking a nap.